Howdy, howdy, howdy. And here we are on Thursday night, storming like crazy. Let's see if we can get something doing here. Alrighty. Get all the microphones turned on. Maybe we can get stuff working here. Give me a second. Windows updated and screwed up all my programs again. Alright. Fun times with Windows. I got one microphone working, so at least you can hear me. Let's see if we can get the other one to work. Well, is the other one going to work? Nope. Huh. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, here we are. First, and next week on Wednesday at 9 o'clock. So be sure and tune in for that one. And I'm still learning the StreamYard. I gotta find my cursor, see where I'm at. All right, now I can see who's here. We got GRE 2057. How you doing? Samurai, what's going on? Dan Cohen, how you doing? Ralph, Dave's Hobbies and Things just popped in. We've actually got Twitch back to working again, and we're also on Facebook where we weren't before. So you can watch us YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitch.tv. William A. just popped in. And Mr. John, how are you? So maybe we can get a few more people coming in. If you want to be on the panel, go to YouTube. Facebook should have the posting too. I'll put the link to the panel here. What happens is when you click on the link, it brings you into the green room first. And sorry, we're out of the gas station sushi tonight, so I didn't have time to go get any. All right, Ralph's asking, is there a link to the chat? Well, if you're watching the show, you already got the chat there. It should be right there for you. BN Eagle River subdivision just popped in. Also a link to the panel there too, Ralph. Every time we do a show on StreamYard, the links always change. So we don't have the same link to use like we do in YouTube. But anyway. And also right now we're just making a quick announcement that we have started a Patreon account. I'm not too familiar with everything that's going on. We are working to make it a little bit easier for people to do just a one click to get to it. But for right now, you have to go to patreon.com/Mall Railroading Live. That should take you to our Patreon page. And we only have it set up to where you can do $2 and $5 donations. Like Bill's been saying, it's all the software we've started using, trying to improve our shows and the quality of the show, the video quality and audio. It's gotten a little more expensive, more than what we, the members of the team, can keep paying for. So, and people have been asking if they could donate. So we decided we'll go ahead and do that. We're not pushing it, but the money's just going to be used to pay for the shows, the software, servers, domains, names, stuff like that. Bernard C., how you doing? Snowy Nevada. We got rain here, so we got thunderstorms. You may hear it occasionally in the background. It seems to be coming in waves over here with me. I live next to a lake, so that helps knock these storms down some. So that's the link, Ralph. I just looked to be sure. All right, seems like everything's running okay. Anybody doing anything interesting? Tearing out a party layout, building something new? But I think Andy's supposed to be starting up his Bill show here sometime or another. He hasn't notified me as what day he wants to start on. He said he had a few shows already set up and ready to go. I'll get a hold of him this week. See what's going on. I don't know if it's showing up Facebook or Twitch or YouTube, but I don't think it is. Here on my screen, being my camera keeps flashing on and off for a brief second. I don't know why, but that's what it does. Mr. Ken, how you doing? Dan. Dan said he's working on his furnace filter tree, pine trees. That's good. Well, let's see. We'll just pop this thing on up here. William A. doing something new on my end, trying my hand at scratch building pine trees. How you doing, Mojave Mall Railroad Tina? Welcome to the show. Yeah, I know what you mean. Just having a few minutes in between shows there. For me here lately, with everything else I'm having to do in the personal life, I'm just sliding in just in time to get everything going, get up and running. Bernard said he's ordering more decals, decoders for his old gals. Late night mall railroading. How are you? Crazy Joe, he just got in here. Late night has said everywhere he looks, people are building trees lately. Hey, it is springtime. All right, John. He said he's going to bed. He has to get up early, go to work. There you go. Ken's working on painting this 12-stall roundhouse. How about that? You'll have to get some pictures in for us to see when you get it done, Ken. Alrighty, Samurai. Let's see, got a few more engines to work on, but I really need to make some headway on the layout. It's been a little difficult to try and think of what to do. Sometimes it gets that way. There you go. Crazy Joe, I got water added to my layout and it came out good. Well, that's really good. Putting water on layout can be a little difficult. You got to make sure you got everything sealed real good, because there's the least little crack or pinhole in there, that water will find it, go right through that layout, go right down on the floor. Crazy Joe said I'm a little scared to do the waterfall. It won't be too bad. I know I played around with doing stuff like that, and I found take a piece of wax paper, lay it down flat, and start making the strings of water, putting them side by side and all, and shape it the way you want it. Let it dry and cure on the wax paper. It peels off with no problem. That way you can attach it up on the rocks, or however you're going to want the water to come down the waterfall. You can either use glue to attach it, or if it hasn't dried up and you are fixing to pour a little bit more, just use your water to attach it back to the layout. Works out good. Ken said he's going to make a video, or hopes to make a video, of the roundhouse once he gets everything finished. Well, here you go. We got a little bit of a news flash here from Tina. Scale Trains bought part of the MTH tooling, and now Atlas bought some. So, who will come out first, and which one will do? Which one we do a thing to do with the better job? Who do you think will do the better job? Well, Tina, I tell you what, as far as scheduling goes, it's up to you. What's available for you? Gotta tell you right now, Bill's like me. We're flexible. We're getting old and brittle, but we're still flexible. Hey, Dan's asking, can you use either clear caulking or woodland scenic water effects? Oh, I never tried the clear caulking, but I think people have. That's just something you'll have to try, Dan, and see how it works and how it looks for you. I know some people have used the caulking to make waves, on the water. It's a little easier to do it that way than trying to finesse the actual water material up into a wave. I think Crazy Joe asked, does tacky glue uh, work good for the waterfalls? If you're asking about gluing it down, yeah, if you put it on wax paper and then move it over, uh, I'm not sure. You'd have to try that and see. It may do it. It may just do it just fine. Yeah, Elmer's is kind of a different animal there. Yeah, I like that, huh, Tina? Oh, Dan Ward said that actually Scale Trains bought HO, Atlas bought the O scale side. So I guess they won't be competing with each other. Ralph was saying, Dan, clear caulking is cheaper and doesn't shrink. That's right. Some of those caulkings do shrink. I don't see you in the green room, Joe, so I'm not sure if you've clicked on the right link or not. Make sure you clicked on the StreamYard link. If you're not showing up, here's anybody waiting to come into the show. Hi, Ralph is saying silicone to attach waterfall. All right, Joe. I couldn't tell you about that other than. No, you're still not in here, Joe. Yes. Howdy, Ralph. No microphone, Ralph. You're muted. You're probably muted in StreamYard, right at the bottom of the screen. Now. All right, now you got to check your settings because you're unmuted but no sound. Really? Okay, Ralph gets in, but no sound. Joe can't get in. Or he thinks he's in, but he's not. Go down bottom of the screen where it says Cam Mic Settings. I know usually you have to use your headset, so. Anyway, Ken Amos is saying hi, Ralph.
Is it working?
Yep, I just heard it pop. Now I can hear you.
There you go. Ken?
Bob, Uncle now. So how's it going, Ralph?
Doing fine. Who was it wanted to do the waterfall? You can also use the silicone caulking, the clear caulking, to make the lines on the wax paper, like you mentioned. And because it's nice and soft, you can actually oversize it and then trim it with a pair of scissors to get it to fit. Some guys even do it on a Ziploc bag, the plastic, and then just leave it on the Ziploc bag. Just trim the waterfall the way you want it.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to, John?
Oh, not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot.
No, just trying to get through all this trust and estate and all that good stuff.
Dwight's saying that Ron Marsh is in the Twin Cities.
Hmm.
Is that good or bad, Dwight?
Jason's here, but he's on Facebook, and I can't see Facebook. I don't know why.
Come into YouTube. So Joey says he's waiting now.
No, he's not. He still hasn't made it in. Because if you click on a link, it brings you in the green room, and then I click to bring you up on the screen.
So Joey, go up in the chat. There's a link that I put up in there.
Oh, Ken said, I guess Ron, he's talking about Ron is in the Twin Cities filming for Mile Railroad Academy. So he and Miles must be there.
Interesting.
Or he's just up there for Miles. That's the Mile Railroading Academy. Yeah, Ken said yes.
Howdy, Jason.
Yeah, we got some pretty good rain today, and it's been storming here right now.
We got a big
thunder, lightning.
We had that last night, and we're supposed to be getting all day tomorrow. So I don't know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, it's hitting us like every other day.
Poor Marty down in Australia. They got more rain than they've had in the last 3 years. Total.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a part of all right, here comes Jason.
He made it.
Well, I know if Jason makes it, well then Joe should be able to make it. I guess his mic's not working. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes. Should have said no, but anyway.
Yeah, well, you know, Jason, it doesn't matter if we say yes or no, he's still going to keep talking.
Yeah, pretty much.
Got something new.
What'd you get?
Tilt it up just a little bit. Got a bad reflection on the plastic. Maybe down. Engine, isn't it?
Nope.
So what is it, a wild car?
Yeah, you're going to have to take it out. There's too much reflection on that.
Oh, it's a coil car.
Yeah.
Who made it?
Exact rail.
Exact Rail. Okay. GR 2057. Any new weathering done on the layout? Unfortunately, I haven't touched anything on my layout in more than a year because I've been doing weathering and so on locomotives for other people. So that to me is more important. My layout will always be here. I work on it when I can. I have done some trees. I don't know whether you can see them in the corner there.
Yep.
Been working on them. That's only 3 or 4 of them there. I have a whole bunch more to make. Because I'm in Canada, a lot of the trees that I'm modeling are pine trees of some sort. So that should be interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, there's Dan Ward. Man, I haven't seen you for ages. Where you been hiding?
It's only been a little bit.
It's only been a little bit.
Couple of weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been making these buggers.
Yeah.
So
Joey's gone again.
Yeah. This camera went black and that was it. Hey, Mark Donovan just popped in. How you doing?
Knowing Mark, anybody he can.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's try Joe again.
there we go.
Got a camera this time. Do we have a voice?
We had the camera last time until it went black.
He's trying.
Yeah. Well, his wife has to help him plug the vacuum cleaner in so he can vacuum the rugs.
This is a completely new setup.
It is.
Yeah. It's a StreamYard.
I'm used to the whereby.
Yeah.
Did you guys pretty much abandon that?
No.
Okay.
We are still using it for the regular chats.
Okay.
The StreamYard gives some versatilities that Whereby doesn't. But it does have its disadvantages too. So, yeah. Just like anything else, you got your yays and you got your nays.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
And I'm going to get rid of a nay here pretty soon.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. 4 legs and a tail.
How did he do that? Look at that. All of a sudden he's in the picture. A second ago there was no Joey. Now bang. No picture.
Yeah.
Well, now he's gone.
I think he's having internet problems.
It's quite possible.
I don't think he's got the greatest internet where he's living at anyway.
I couldn't believe my internet the last couple of days. It's been down in the kilobytes instead of the megabytes. And then this morning when I tested it, I had 880 megabytes. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Well, Bill's having problems too, and his internet's getting real slow, but that's because I guess they shut schools down again or whatever. They got a whole lot more traffic now on the internet. It's kids doing school work and all that, people working from home.
Mm-hmm.
He said it's really slowed his down.
So Dan, what have you been working on?
Locomotives, pine trees, getting ready to build a bridge. Oh, speaking of getting ready to build a bridge, I had gotten one of these things from one of the people that I bought from. And this pretty much tells me what I need to do.
What is that, an Atlas bridge?
Yeah. I'm getting rid of the 4-legged problem here.
It's like the 3 bridges I got in the back here.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about those bridges is the tie spacing on them.
Mm-hmm.
It's too far apart.
What I'm planning on doing is overlaying it with a microengineering bridge track.
Bridge track?
Mm-hmm. It's going to take at least one section to do it. It's going to span not only the two of these that I have to have, but also the two girder bridges that are on either side of it. So it's going to be at least 3 feet long.
3 feet in N scale. That's a long bridge.
Yes. A very unique bridge as well, considering it's the only worn deck truss here in Idaho.
Okay.
And it happens to be in my backyard, thankfully.
Did somebody pay Dwight?
Huh?
Did somebody pay Dwight, John?
No.
See his last remark?
Yeah. That's okay. We take
I
free.
know it's okay.
Yeah, we'll take free advertising. Tina, yeah, I know what you're talking about. We use Whereby a lot too, and Whereby likes to be the big boy on the block. But so far, StreamYard's been working fairly decent. Just
Yes.
a matter of me getting used to it and how to work it. No. I'm still. Well, let's see.
I also ended up getting a new toy as well.
Okay. Oh, all right.
I'm
Nice.
still learning the ins and outs of it. It's very interesting. It's not what I'm used to as far as programming. With the EZDCC, it was like 5 buttons, and I can program my locomotive just with 5 buttons. With this thing, it takes a little bit of finesse.
No, just switch over, use JMRI, and it makes it a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah. I got that port right there.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to find my printer cable.
It's not printer cable.
Well, it hooks up to my printer.
Internet. No, it can't.
That one.
Ethernet.
That's
Ethernet.
That's not printer.
Well, that's the USB.
Yeah. It's a square USB. That's what people call a printer plug. It's just a square USB plug.
Yeah.
So it'll be square for that box, and then it's the usual flat.
So that'll hook up to your computer.
So it'll go to a computer, yeah.
Because the other end of it's the flat USB.
Yep. They completely.
Yeah, the printers always had a square plug, so they make square USB plugs for printers.
They can
rock.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, they completely got rid of the PR3 and the PR4, and they added it to the base system itself.
They didn't get rid of them. They got rid of 3.
No. I mean, they removed a product you had to buy in order for the Digitrack system to connect to your computer. So that way you only bought one thing.
They put the circuitry in their separate units. So they didn't eliminate anything. They just wanted to make it more standalone, so you didn't have to buy a whole lot of accessories to get connected.
Streamlined.
Yeah. I bought the actual box that you had to use, from Digitrack.
This is
jacket.
Yes, this uses that the RE10X or whatever it is formula, supposedly. And one of my local hobby shops ended up getting a couple of boxes of these, and he was like, "Here, try it, see what happens."
I see you're in a different room, or you just move around.
I just moved everything around. I've got this side used to have all my stuff on it, and then I moved it to the wall that was behind me, and I've condensed everything because my grandma ended up passing away.
Sorry to hear that.
No, she passed away 2 days after my birthday. Most of the guys know about it.
But, I hadn't had much time to get in the chat, so
yeah. Yeah, I was in late January. I ended up catching the bug. I was just letting everybody know I was okay.
Yeah.
That was my fun time.
Yeah.
Do you still have a job?
Yes,
Good.
for now.
He got more hair on the face too.
Yeah, this was about 2 weeks worth.
I think he's trying to be Jason's twin.
Mm,
Both of them going nope.
I don't think I can get this as full as Jason's got it. This right? No, right here. Oh, we're all measuring. Yeah. Well, you got this. Yeah. You got it a little bit fuller.
I won't even go there. I got you all beat.
Oh, yeah. Another thing I was going to ask Ralph. I'm getting ready to do sound in my steam locomotives. How big of an ESU?
ESU is going to have a new decoder. It's actually meant for Atlas, but
Mhm.
it's very miniature, and I don't understand the goings on of the whole thing yet.
Okay.
But because I have the two, an SD9 and an SD26 that are short locomotives,
Mhm.
and the regular board that they have would be too long for that. And they've come out with this really short one.
Let's see.
Tina was wanting to know how organized people's workbenches are. And Big Bill said, is for 10 seconds. And
Exactly. And you have to realize a clean workbench is a sign of a sick mind.
That's a good one, Ralph.
It's true, though.
We need that for a backboard. Clean benches, sick mind. Equals sick mind. But
Yeah,
what's in front
the rest
is
of
all
the desk is not clean.
He puts a freight car.
See?
So
my desk is the same. Actually, I'm working on top of my laptop,
oof.
and I've already spilled glue on it. But we won't go there.
That must have been a cussing priority right there.
all right, don't misbehave because I'm still here.
Okay. Johnny's still here.
So I've got to order a part for this because it accidentally dropped to the floor yesterday. But
you turned it into a kit.
No. Well, no. Actually, it was the rear truck. I have to buy. I actually found out I can buy a brand new one, and it'll fit right in. But this board is the one I have to replace to put sound into it, which is the reason why I was asking.
Let me see if I can find it for you.
This was the original tender for
it. There is a Nano. The Nano is 19.6 millimeters by 8.5 millimeters by 3.2 millimeters.
Okay.
But I don't know how you hook it up. I don't see any solder tabs or anything. It may have a plug that fits on top of your main board. I'm not sure.
Yeah, mine's got a plug on it. In fact, these 6 posts right here are the plug itself, which is quite interesting on how it's all connected.
Okay, where are we?
And the decoder wires just soldered to these soldering pads right here.
Okay, I'm going to try and share my screen. I hope it works. Share screen. I'll show these tips. Okay. There's what the thing looks like. It's tiny.
There we go.
Can you see it?
Yeah, now I can.
That's new. It won't be out until the end of April.
Huh.
And it is designed for Cato. They say vehicles, N-scale vehicles, and I'm not sure what they mean by that, so I got to get back to them. What's the other one? This is the new board they're coming out with.
Yeah. That's supposed to be in for all the drop-in replacement board thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my issue is I have a bunch of Tom's locomotives that I want to put sound into. I go to order the decoders.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a decoder in stock. Everybody's short these days, and it's all because of people that are in the house working on their layouts and so on because of COVID. So they've chewed up the stock that he had.
Yeah. Well, for me, I have to do the TCSC CNCP decoder for most of my locomotives because they're the light board is pretty much 2 chips and not 1 for most of the locomotives I've got, which makes it quite interesting because it's like $45 a decoder.
Mm-hmm. And then again, it depends on where you're buying it. Where are you buying them?
Mm-hmm. Well, the lowest I've seen is $40 flat.
Okay.
That's not including shipping.
So Big Bill is out in the chat there. Bill, are you still there? Talk to us. Trying to find out when you and Tina can get together have her on your show.
Yeah, I told Tina that even though Bill and I have gotten old and more brittle, we're still flexible. So it's
right, exactly.
Whatever works for her, we can do it.
So this is my computer desk. Oh, by the way, I'm having one of my buddies at work help me build a brand new computer / workbench. It's going to be a corner. Andy's already seen it, and he's already given his opinion. But it's all going to be corner. It's going to be at least 3 pieces. 4, actually, because I've got the top part as a separate piece. But yeah, everything on the other side currently is my workbench, and this is my computer setup right here for now.
Okay.
But this is still a workbench somehow.
Well, you have to try and incorporate your workbench into your layout so that you can run your programming track on your workbench and just drive your trains right out onto the layout.
Yeah. And the layout will be coming. I'm still finishing up on my miniature sized layout.
Andy and I were talking the other night about these tables that go up and down. Use it like an elevator to change track levels,
Yeah.
as well as bring it down to your workbench.
Gosh.
Vienna Eagle River subdivision. Speaking of Andy, where is he? We don't know. He's been lost somewhere. We hardly see him anymore.
Sounds like his wife kidnapped him.
No, it's work that's kidnapped him.
Oof. Oof. Oh yeah, I could see that.
Yep, he's been really busy lately.
Most of his clients are that type of neediness.
Brad Anderson's in. G'day, eh, Brad?
Has anybody seen Marty?
I saw him about 4 days ago.
Did you ever give him my message?
And
no, it's okay. No worries.
What was the message again? Tell me the message.
Tell him to read his PM so I can find out if he still has the InScale stuff.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Brad will have a chance to talk to him.
Nudge him a little bit. Well, from my latest phone report, they're talking about putting out another $2,000 for an impact payment, and on top of that, $1,000 per month until the virus or the bug or whatever you want to call it is done with. Finally.
Okay.
Well, from what I've been
Johnny's
told,
back.
they're having problems making distribution right now anyway.
Yeah. Well, when did I get that? Holy cow.
In answer to South Brooklyn Rail, Bill, I haven't heard from him. I was expecting to hear from him yesterday, but he's been busy. So, I'm glad Tina's not a tiny railroader. I'm an HOer myself, and I'm doing weathering on N scale. It's driving me nuts.
Well, what are you doing now? I know you were working on that brass locomotive.
Yep.
Are you still working on that one?
Yep.
Weathering it?
Weathering it, putting sound and a decoder in it.
How's that going?
Well, I had to redo the motor mounts and everything to isolate it.
Yeah.
So I got all that done. Now I'm just waiting for the decoder. I've got a spot for the sound. There's lots of room inside this. The brass local, because the brass is so thin sidewalls.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the regular, like a Cato unit, the speakers that you get from ESU, they're supposed to be 11 millimeters by 15. Well, it's not 11. It's like 10 inside the shell.
Oof.
So you have to shave inside the shell and shave the side of the speaker.
But not with the brass locomotive.
No, there's plenty of room in there.
No, because all the weight is actually built into the frame itself.
Oh,
which is amazing.
There's a huge lead weight in the fuel tank.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen. All I've got for brass, for people that really don't know, is 2 steam locomotives. One's DC, and the other one has the sound system in it. That's all I own in brass. I've never seen an N-scale in my hand.
So there's the extent of the light board that's inside the brass.
Okay.
And what it is, it has 2 diodes that control the DC for the lighting. When
Okay.
you in order to go backwards, you have to reverse the polarity, right? Well, power goes through the diode only one way, and that's how they get their lights front and back. And all it's light pipes instead of actual, and it's incandescent bulbs. So all of that's going to get changed out to LEDs. There's the fuel tank with the lead inside.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is gorgeous.
Let me get the light on. Mike,
Yeah. I got a brand new lamp. So yeah, wow.
So basically, all it is just over with paint. What do they call it? Paint out.
Yeah.
So I redid the number so it looked like it's been painted over, but it's the same number that it had before because I'm not changing the numbers on the light board.
Why not, Ralph?
No friggin' way. The numbers on the light board, they're too small. Too small. So, I mean, I can show you some photographs, but the way that they built this thing, there's the chassis. So it's virtually nothing. Just a metal pan that holds the trucks and holds the motor. So it had to be isolated. So I used plastic screws.
Yeah.
And I have the Kapton tape between the motor and the frame. But the inside of the shell is interesting. This is the SD90, so it has the flared ends, the flared rad. But the way they did it, because the sidewalls are so thin, they bent it over to make like a little shelf for the add-ons to go in so that they could solder it on. So I went in, and I don't know whether you can see the inside. That shell, you see the 2 yellow lines that go beside the fans on either side of the fans.
Yeah.
That used to go right to the end here, right here. But I managed to cut it off, and that's the shelf where the speaker is going to go. Fits in perfectly.
That is going to sound awesome.
So we were debating whether we should change the motor on this, and I personally don't think it's necessary. But
if you do change the motor, I would. Atlas does have a scale motor, but I don't know how well it would fit into.
Well, if it's the Genesis motor, it'll work fine. It's just you have to make a total new motor mount.
Yep.
And I'm not sure I want to do that.
So have you heard about Canadian Pacific?
Yes. So now it's just up to the powers that be to approve it.
Yeah.
It won't happen.
What, Mexico buying them too?
CP wants to buy Kansas City Central.
Southern.
Southern?
It's Kansas City Southern. Yeah.
Yep.
the main point of the opposite arguing is that it would give Canadian Pacific a one-way down to Mexico City.
Yep.
Whereas CN's got it all the way out to the West Coast. But
Yeah.
CN and CP are sharing trackage now.
Yeah.
At least they are here in Canada. I don't know about there.
It's separate. You
It's
see,
separate.
trackage rights. Trackage rights are separate.
Because Canadian National got Illinois Central trackage. They bought out Illinois Central, so Illinois Central goes all the way down to Louisiana or something like that.
I thought they went down to New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah.
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
All right, we'll catch you later, Tina. Have a good one.
Who's leaving?
Tina, Mojave Mile Railroad.
Okie dokie.
She's in between shows. Reason why she's watching.
Yeah, that is true. But what they do is they get rights, trackage rights
Mm-hmm.
on the Norfolk Southern. But if that actually happens, they'll be coming all the way into where I live. Because there's a trackage rights they got to go on Norfolk Southern with the Kansas City Southern. But I don't know if if they'll even try doing that track anymore.
What, bad shape?
No, it's actually in pretty good dang shape. It's just, it's like a branch line going all the way over. It's actually a pretty good track. But the thing is, they'll hook on, I think, south of town to the Norfolk Southern, and then they only go on it for about a mile or so. Then they hop off and go on to another track. But that track there is a little bit sketchier. It's a little bit rougher. To get where their company they're going to. But
Well, boys, I'm gonna have to sign out. So
oh, okay.
Well, show's about the end anyway. We done hit the 1 hour mark, so.
yeah, in 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Missed out on
the clock up there. We didn't have a clock before. This is pretty good.
yeah. Yeah, I just recognized that.
Anyway, everybody out in the chat there, have a good week. Stay safe. I shall see you.
Ralph.
Take care.
All right, have a good one.
Yeah. Another show without Andy.
When he gets back, there's going to be ruckus to pay.
Oh, yeah, I know. I forget, what was it, 2 weeks ago? I missed out on this, but I came onto the nightly chat room, and I was hearing it all the time about no, Andy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, talking about Andy not being there.
All righty. Well, guess what? We'll just go ahead and close this one out. We done hit the 1 hour mark, and
Yep.
don't forget next week. 31st. Big Bill's supposed to have another show.
Mhm.
We'll look. He's working on it anyway. So stay tuned for that. And for those that do want to give a donation, small one, we're not taking big ones. We do have the Patreon. So go to patreon.com/Mile Railroading Live. That'll get you to the page. You can make your donation. They've had several things set up. You can do a one-time donation, and then I think you can set it up where you donate a certain amount each month for a year.
Mhm.
So anyhow, hope everybody stays well, and we shall see y'all in a couple of weeks. And let me see. I still can't find these things half the time. Anyway, don't forget Wednesday, March 31st, last day of the month. 9 p.m. will be Big Bill's show. Who's Big Bill talking to? So we shall see y'all later. And don't forget, we do have a chat room on whereby.com. So have a good one. If I can find the right buttons.